Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. Every Sunday, I do my prep for the week, such as cutting all my vegetables, and today I'm also just gonna quickly whip up a salsa. I am doing some laundry, by the way, so if you hear the washing machine in the background, I do apologize. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut up some onion while I go over my menu. So, for lunch today, as usual, I'm just having some sandwiches because I repeat this in every video. I'm diabetic, had to cut carbs, so I decided to cut carbs for my lunches. But on the weekend, I do miss some bread sometimes, so I have bread on the weekend. And then for dinner, I'm gonna have a leek stamppot. So that's leek mashed together with some potatoes and also some onion. That's why I'm cutting up this white onion, some garlic. I'll probably do some spring onions as well, just a whole bunch together with some sausage on the side, and I'll put some bacon in the stamppot as well. And stamppot is a Dutch dish consisting of potatoes mashed with some kind of vegetable, and stamp mash is what gives it its name. So I have my yellow onion. I'm gonna cut up some red onion as well, and then continue with my menu. So Mondays, I always do Meatless Monday, and this time I'm just going to do a salad. They didn't have my favorite spring mix, so I'm just going to cut up some regular iceberg lettuce, and I'll have that with cucumber and peppers. I might throw in some walnuts or pecans or something for a little bit of protein. And let's see, for dinner on Monday, I'm going to do some vegan tacos. So that will be with lentils as the protein source, onions, carrot, all things like that. And on Tuesday, for lunch, I'm going to do some chicken breasts with some cauliflower. Which reminds me I should take that out of the freezer in a moment. And yeah, for dinner I'm gonna do some chicken tacos. I'm gonna marinate some chicken, and I'm gonna have like a salsa with it, kind of like a salsa verde, not for salsa verde, pico de gallo kind of thing. But I'm not a big fan of raw tomatoes, so I'm gonna make mine with pepper instead. So, just gonna cut up this onion finely diced for that salsa. Then on Wednesday, for lunch, I'm gonna do some green beans with some sausage. I have some green beans left over from last week, so they need to be used up. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some I think lasagna, definitely some kind of pasta, but I think I'm going to do a lasagna. The finely diced onion I'm just going to put in this container because I'm going to make the rest of the salsa in that as well. I'll just quickly dice up the other half. Then we're on Thursday, so I have some snow peas. And I have some chicken, so that's what I'll be having for lunch. And then for dinner, I'm going to do a rice bowl with some chicken, probably the rest of my salsa. Do like a Mexican thing. I'll do like lime cilantro rice maybe, or lemon cilantro rice. Because I don't have limes at the moment. And then on Friday already, I'm gonna do some fish because I do fish Fridays. So I'm gonna do a low carb stir fry with some basa or pollock or something, and then I'll just do a bunch of veggies. Like I have, I'll have some peppers, some onions, probably a little bit of leek left over, like some chilies. And I'm just gonna cut up this leek for the leek stumpled. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some. What am I gonna do? I have this fish in the freezer. It's like I think it's pollock, and it's just it has a spinach stuffing as well, and it's breaded. So I'm just gonna put that in the air fryer. Kind of like fish and chips. I have some potato as well. I'll do some potato wedges in the Ninja Foodi, and I'll have some Romanesco with that. Yeah, I think that's the menu. So what I've cut so far: diced onion for the salsa, leek, and the yellow onion for the leek stumpled, and red onion for the stir fry, for the pasta, for the lentil tacos, a lot of other things. So just to give a bit more flavor and color to the leek stumpots, I'm going well into the onion family. So I have two spring onions that I'm just gonna dice up. I'll just stir those in at the last minute. Have a little bit of a crunch and a mild oniony flavor. Just layers of flavor. And I'll just throw that in a container with the leek. Don't need a separate container for that little bit. And then some onion again for the salsa, for the leek stumpolt, for the tacos, for the pasta. So I'll just quickly mince that up. And I'll just quickly run my knife through. And this is about half a bulb of garlic's worth. Next up, let's do some peppers. I have this yellow pepper. I'll just cut into some strips. Well, half of it I'm going to cut into strips for my salad. And the other half I'm going to cut finer for the stir fry and the pasta, things like that. So I think that's about enough for my salad. Maybe a little more. And whatever I don't need for my salad, I can always use in the stir fry anyway. So the other half, cut nice and fine. And like I said, that will go into stir fries and the salsa. Just like having all those colors. There we go. And then I have this red pepper, and I'm going to cut that lengthwise and clean that out. And same thing, I'm going to cut part of that into little strips for my salad. And the other half I'm going to cut into long strips. And then cut across for nice little cubes for my salsa, pasta, and the like. Next up, some chilies, again for the salsa, the pasta, the stir fries. So just gonna cut them in half, take the seeds out. because I want these in my salsa, I'm going to cut them fine, so I'm going to cut them lengthwise. And then cut across. Nice fine little dice. And because these are green and my peppers are yellow and red, that will be a nice splash of color. So I'll just do all of them like that. And then next up, we're gonna do some potatoes, because I just said that stumpled means potatoes mashed with the vegetable, so definitely need some potatoes. I'll just give them a quick peel. And I'll just chop those into chunks. And then next up, I have some carrots for my vegan lentil tacos. And I could cut these, but I want them really fine, basically shredded. So I'm just gonna get my julienne slicer and just slice them real thin. And there we go. And what I'm not gonna use for my tacos, I'll just use for my pasta sauce. So you can never have too many vegetables, really. And then here I have some cilantro, and cut up nice and fine for my salsa and for my rice. And while I chop that up, I'm gonna tell you about decorating the kitchen, because I'm really excited about that. Next week, you'll see all my decorations. I've been buying so many cool ornaments, because if you've seen any of my videos before, around Christmas time, I have my decorations all food themed, and I bought so many cool ones. I got some poffertjes, which are Dutch little pancakes. I have, what do I have, like tomatoes, apples, different kind of citrus fruit, a whole bunch of cool things. So I'm excited to put that up, but I always wait until after December 5th, because December 5th is Sinterklaas, and if that name sounds familiar, that's basically the guy that Santa was based on. So his holiday is on December 5th, so I always wait until after that. So, but yeah, next week you should be seeing a nicely decorated kitchen. I'm really excited about that. Do you decorate your kitchen? And do you have a specific theme? I don't have a specific theme for my tree, but for the kitchen, I definitely do. Next up, let's do some cucumbers. So for my salad, I'm just gonna take the tip off, and then I'll do some slices. I always put a lot of cucumber in my salads, so I'll just do 2. And then for my salsa, I'm gonna dice up 1 cucumber. I just like using these Persian cucumbers. You can use any one kind of cucumber, but I always find these quite flavorful. So I'm just gonna do some really long slices, and then cut those into really long sticks. And then cut them into fine cubes. And I'll just throw that in with the finely diced onions. And then, speaking of salad, let's do some lettuce. I'm just gonna cut a bit of this off, take the outer leaf off, and I'll just give that a quick chop. And I'll do it quite chunky. that is enough for one salad. Next up, I have a little bit of cauliflower I'll have with my meal on Tuesday, I think I said. So I'll just cut these florets off. And I'll cut these into bite-sized pieces. And that should be just about enough for one meal. And for that other meal, I'm just going to do some Romanesco. And I'll just snap those right off, and I'll put them in the same container. And again, that's about enough for one portion, so I can put that aside. And then just have some green beans left, and I'll just quickly top and tail those. Okay, that's all the chopping done, so I'll just do a quick tidy up. So we'll quickly make the salsa. So I have my onions, my cucumber. I'm gonna add some chilies, quite a bit of chili. Some of my finely diced peppers. A little bit of garlic. Let's do a little bit of spring onion too, since we have them. And then add a bunch of cilantro. I have some salt. A bit of cumin. And I didn't see limes at the store, so I have a lemon. And I'll just quickly juice that in. And the benefit of using a container like this, I can just put the lid on and shake it. And then I will give that a quick taste. Yeah, that will go nice on my tacos and my rice bowl. So that was all the prep work for this week. So if you like this, I do this every single Sunday. And leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.